Good evening and thank you for joining us. Well, the last two survivors of the Doolittle Raiders are at the Air Force Museum right now. Also in Columbus, a couple is facing human trafficking charges after police say they tried to lure women online. You see the roadblocks here and you see the sign where it clearly says road closed. Well, deputies say the pickup driver chose to ignore these, and he also chose to ignore the red flashing lights right here. That game was so exciting because the Buckeyes were the underdogs, but now there's the t-shirts say undisputed champs, and this is the t-shirt that they're making here at Screenworks. Well, prom's tonight for many students in the Miami Valley, but AAA has a reminder for those ready to party hardy. Well, of course, it's a gorgeous day if you're going to the prom or if you were just out doing anything. I only got a chance to go for a walk earlier this morning, but that's about it. What did you do? A great day to get outside and plant a garden. That's what dozens of people did as part of Global Youth Service Day. And yeah, I know it's baseball season, but I'm ready for some football.
You know, it's never not football season. It's become just a year-round thing.
Especially here in Ohio.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm ready for Ohio State.
We've got the North-South game next week at the high school level, the All-Star game next weekend, so the football continues.
There you go. That's good. So I have one day off, and it's tomorrow, and you're telling me it's going to rain, right?
Yes, tomorrow we are going to see rain for a good portion of the day.
Look at it this way. You can get all your housework done, your chores inside.
That's right.
Not going to happen. I'm ready for some 80-degree temperatures, though. All right, that's our news for tonight. We thank you so much for joining us here. Have a good night. He says his 31-year-old son was in the upstairs bedroom, the front bedroom up there. Yeah, now that it's daylight, you can see just how much damage was done here to the house, and it started right here in the bedroom upstairs. Now, I'm talking to Jared Darden right here, and he lives here in the home. All right, so what happened?
Pretty much, I don't know. Little flame hit the newspaper. I tried to lift it up. It hit the bed, hit the sheet, caught a flame. I threw a blanket on top of it. It flamed more. I ran down, tried to grab a cup of water. When I ran back up, it was too late. And it already started to spread. The whole bed was on fire. Heard TV explode on the way down, ran out, called 911. We lost a lot of stuff, but we got our lives, we got our family, and we got American Red Cross are taking care of us. So here in a couple of weeks, we should be okay.
All right. Well, we're glad that everyone made it out okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right, and good luck to you. All right, and again, the Red Cross is here on the scene helping the family out. They're going to help them with shelter. They're going to help them with food and also with clothing. Reporting live in Huber Heights, Rhonda Moore, Fox 45 News. Yeah, it got started about 2 hours ago at 5:30 this morning, and these guys here were already in line. These are my new friends. This is Robert and Tim. Okay, what time did you actually get here?
I got here about 5 in the morning.
And why did you get here earlier before the doors even open?
I wanted to make sure I got a t-shirt.
We already talked about kitchens, indoor and outdoor kitchens, and the garden, and now it's all about the man cave, the fan cave, the woman cave, whatever it is you want to call it. We're on Kamer Avenue this morning, and right now we're outside just trying to chop down some of the weeds and make the yard out here look a little bit better. And joining me now is Amy Radachi, and she is the president with Rebuilding Together Dayton. All right, so tell me first of all, what are you guys going to be doing to the homes out here in this neighborhood? It is a little chilly out here, but you know, once you get started skating, you will warm up. And that's what we're doing this morning, out here having a good time and trying to warm up. This house here on Lexington Avenue is where John Stevens grew up here in Springfield. While living here, Johnny, as his family calls him, learned to play the piano at a very young age.
John was probably about 4 to 5 years old when he first started playing the piano. He probably got his initial inspiration from the fact that his grandmother, Elmira Lloyd, was the pianist for the church we attended. My mother played piano as well, so between the two of them, and it was almost kind of a no-brainer.
John's grandmother remembers when he was 3.
And he kept looking at that piano, and he said, "Granny, I can play that piano." I says, "Oh, you can't play that piano." He said, "Yes, I can." He went over there with his 2 little fingers, and he picked out a recognizable tune. He says to me, "Granny, I can sing, too." And he stood on that couch, and he sang, "Stand Up for Jesus."
Before John was a teenager, he was directing the church choir. At 16, he went to college, graduated at 20, then made a name for himself. And John Stevens took on the name John Legend. Did you know that he was going to be as successful as he is?
To tell the truth, not really.
I knew before he actually made it big. I kind of figured he was going to go somewhere, but I didn't expect for it to come to where it is now.
John's won 9 Grammy Awards.
We'll cry glory, oh, glory. Oh.
Now he's up for an Academy Award for his song Glory from the movie Selma.
John said if he won the Oscar, that would be hard to top.
Go get that Oscar. Go get it.
In Springfield, Rhonda Moore, ABC 22 News. Maybe he was born with it. One thing is for sure, John Legend was already talented at a young age.
He kept looking at that piano and he said, Granny, I can play that piano. I says, oh, you can't play that piano. He said, yes, I can.
His grandmother says Johnny Stevens was around 3 then. Before 13, he was directing his church choir. At 16, he went to college at an Ivy League school.
He was in an a cappella choir at the University of Pennsylvania, competed on that level.
After graduating at 20, he moved to New York.
And he eventually met Kanye West, and I believe that was the first opportunity that brought him close to what his vision was as a musician.
He took the name John Legend. Now he has 9 Grammys to his credit.
John said the Best New Artist Award was his favorite accomplishment.
I didn't know he was going to set the world on fire, but he's on his way.
This year he won a Golden Globe, sang at the Super Bowl, and got a nod from the Academy Award for the song Glory from the movie Selma.
Oh, glory. Whoa.
John comes from a close-knit family, something I know firsthand. He comes back home quite often and gives back to the Miami Valley.
That's just who he is, you know, and not only that, but this is where he's from.
I'm very proud of Johnny.
In Springfield, Rhonda Moore, ABC 22 News.